Hello, this is Anna at Nautilus Yacht Management. Welcome to Vunda Marina in Fiji. Vunda, actually spelled V-U-D-A, is a great spot to keep your boat in the cyclone season, as they've invented this awesome storage way of digging a hole in the ground and then lowering the boat inside it. So we call them the pits. These are great, and actually most of the time they are approved by insurance companies. So if you want to keep your boat in Vunda, or in Fiji or in a cyclone area, then you can just put her up there, and then there is no more problems or nothing to worry about. E2 is Nautor Swan 48, which was born in 1998. She's had a huge amount of work done to her when her current owners were preparing to sail around the world with her in 2014-2015. She has been kept out of the water between 4 and 6 months a year, depending on what they had to do. So their plan was originally to sail really around the world, so beginning in the Med, going across the Atlantic into the Caribbean, exploring around there for a while, then get across Panama into the Pacific, sail across the Pacific, and then go around into the Indian Ocean, sail across to South Africa, and then go back to Europe this way. Well, with another baby on the way, they decided that it might be a good idea to stop for now, so they ended their trip in Fiji, put the boat up in the pit, and as you can see, she's been completely stripped off so that nothing gets damaged by the sun and the humidity that we get here. Always very, very hot in Fiji. So the sails have been taken down, the canopy, Dodger, the Bimini and Dodger, everything that was going to be affected was taken off. So the boat is regularly polished and cleaned, and she's beautiful and dry inside. There is no mold anywhere, there's no leaks anywhere. When I opened her up, it felt like she had literally just been closed the day before, so that's great. She's gorgeous. So 2014-2015, before preparing for their big trip, they did a hell of a lot of work on this boat. So the owner, who's a fanatic sailing gentleman and racing gentleman, had a whole suite of gorgeous racing sails ordered from one of the top manufacturers in Europe, all made out of carbon fibers. So there's something like 3 different generals and 3 spinnakers and different types of mains, etc. However, he hasn't even used them, so what he's been using for his time after he left the Med was delivery sails, or we call them the cruising sails. These are in good shape, and they're actually stored inside the boat most of the time. So you have both sets if you want to take the boat back to Europe or Australia or Hong Kong or wherever and race the boat. You've got the whole set of racing sails there. And what they did also was to completely strip the bottom of the boat and what we call reskin. So they had the whole bottom grinded off of all these different layers of antifoul down to the actual glass, and then there was a number of layers of high build primers put on, all epoxy, and then a proper primer after that, and then 4 layers of antifoul. So she's got a brand new bottom. So we're looking inside. So as a Swan, you basically combine the best of both worlds, or the best of many worlds. So you've got a boat that is super performant, but also very sea kindly, and that was built with an attention to details that anyone who's heard anything about boats in the world, whether they are sailors or not, will know what Swan stands for. So all the way into the little details inside, the rounded corners, the high quality timber, the really comfortable accommodation, the way the berths are situated so that you can minimize feeling seasick and also not get thrown around when you're in the seaway. So we're having a look now at the aft cabin, which is really nice for a 48-foot boat. So you can see there's a ton of storage in here. All the timber work is in perfect condition. I actually couldn't find a single blemish on this boat. It's really spectacular. I can't tell it's a 1998 boat. It's holding its grace beautifully, and that's a credit to Swan and obviously to her owners, the 2 owners who had her since she was born 21 years ago. Okay, so the aft cabin with a big island bed has its own ensuite head and shower. So yeah, you've got your own privacy there. A lot of Swans have got crews, so there is also crew berths forward, and then their own head area with a shower. And then to the side there is a big double cabin, which is good for guests. And at this moment, actually, it's so full of sails and equipment that we had to leave it at. For more info, just give us a call. We have the full brochure available, and also the boat was fully surveyed. Get in touch. Thanks for watching.